And in an exclusive interaction with Frontier TV, CMD Oil India Limited S.K. Srivastav remarked that Oil India is upbeat about the prospects of the Mizoram block where pre-drilling activities are in progress. Srivastav also told that cap on LPG has helped the government to regulate misuse of LPG cylinders.
We understand, sir, that the Oil India is expanding its operations in Northeast. You talk about Mizoram in particular. So if you can just specify on the drilling prospect which is going there in Mizoram.
See, Mizoram block, which as I mentioned that we got in NELP 6 round in 2007. It is one of the very highest bidded blocks, a very cutthroat competition we got. And we believe it has got very, very good potential. So there are two aspects of exploration. First, we do the survey, where we identify the favorable structures for oil and gas occurrence. And next part is drilling. So first part we have finished. Survey we have finished. Now this year we will be starting drilling. We are very hopeful, very upbeat about this block. So once we start drilling this year, we expect some good results.
Well, you spoke today about expansion of the project overseas, and recently I think an agreement was signed with Mozambique on the oil exploration process. So how are we actually trying to benefit by signing agreements with different countries, or by opening up projects outside India?
See, if you look at the bigger picture of the country, we today import more than 70% oil and 30% gas. As the demand goes up, the oil import dependence both of oil as well as gas is going to increase. Now, as a national oil company, is a very primary responsibility of ours that we must supplement this energy security of the country. Today, we are importing 30% of the gas. In next 5 years, this import will be almost 50% or even more. Now, the exploration is going on for gas in the country, but even today, if we discover a gas somewhere, it will take about 10 to 12 years to really make it available for the people of the country. So therefore, we have to look for equity oil and gas. In this aspect, we always look for equity oil in different parts of the world where the prospectivity is good, the terms and conditions are good, the governance is good, the fiscal regime is good, and India is having good diplomatic relations with this. So with this 5-6 parameters, we look for oil and gas properties just to supplement the national energy security.
So the rupee depreciation has cost the people in India a lot, like especially Assam, which produces oil also, but the prices of oil is skyrocketing. So how are the oil companies actually trying to control this? Because we cannot say that the rupee depreciation can be controlled, but actually there are ways and means to sort it out. Like countries like Bangladesh and Pakistan, the oil prices are very low there.
I think Bangladesh and Pakistan oil prices are not low. They are almost at par. Definitely, a weak rupee is definitely a problem because I mentioned 70% is import. So the country has to spend lot of money on imports, or probably the largest foreign exchange amount goes on export. So it becomes that's why the role of national oil company becomes very important, that we have to explore more, find more and more oil and gas, so that we can bring either within the country or from outside the country more and more oil and gas.
Well, the cap in LPG, as you mentioned in your press briefing, that it is a good initiative from the government, but it has in fact cost the people, especially the consumers who actually depend on LPG for the daily usage. So in that process, any ways and means to sort out this problem is there from your end or from the oil companies in general?
See, there are two very positive steps have been taken by the government. One is the deregulation of petrol prices. Now petrol prices are market driven. Second important is the capping of LPG number of cylinders. Now if you really look at the statistics, what has happened in the country, the LPG is meant for domestic use, and because of this capping, the misuse of cylinders which was happening, that has stopped. So it is in a very good, in fact government has, before they took this step, they did lot of studies that how much for a family of 1, family of 5, family of 6, how many LPG cylinders are needed. That's why after lot of studies, government has taken this step. Lot of LPG was being used for the purpose which was not meant for. That has stopped now.
So, like as you say that Assam is proud of its oil company, the Oil India, which is working from here, operating from here. Now Mizoram is an expansion, which we say. So, how is your company trying to get in touch with the people to improve, like the CSR activity, if I can be specific, how we are trying to collaborate with the people, or highlight issues of the people, or help the people with the CSR activities?
See, Oil India Limited is a very responsible corporate citizen, and our CSR is not reactive. Our CSR is more of proactive. The basic needs of people is one is education, healthcare. All these things we are taking care. In fact, we are going beyond the much beyond the government directives. So wherever we work, we also we have a very effective PR department. We do the survey that this area people, what are the needs, whether people need education, healthcare, both. So accordingly, we design our CSR policies like that. Now recently, as I mentioned in Project Rupantar, there are a lot of people, everybody cannot be employed. So why not train people to generate self-employment? So this with SIRD, we took a project called Rupantar, where we train people in different trades, piggeries, fisheries, horticulture, sericulture, etc., so that people can get trained themselves, they can generate employment for themselves. And I think more than 400 self-help groups have been generated. People are having their own, more than 4,000 self-help groups have been made, and this is a continuous process. Now, they don't have to look to anybody for employment. They don't have to look for anybody. They are generating employment for themselves.
Well, sir, my final question. There are many youngsters who are looking for jobs, and I think oil provides a lucrative options for them. So in such a scenario, in Northeast especially, how oil is trying to absorb the local talents from here, because we have seen a number of protests where the locals have registered that people from outside are given more opportunity here.
See, there are some government guidelines as far as up to class 3 employment is there, class 4 employment is there, people have to be deployed locally. That is being done without any exception. As far as the officers are concerned, the officers are appointed through a regular national level competition. But there we are doing certain things proactively, like we mentioned this Project Rupantar. People are generating their own employment. We mentioned as a part of our CSR activity, the Kamdhenu project which I mentioned. Now this project will, in the entire value chain, right from growing the fodder, rearing the cattle, taking out milk center to dairy, then dairy itself, then distribution, it will have so much of generation. So if we can't generate directly employment, we are making venues of indirect employment generation. Also we are taking one more step, that we want to now in several parts of the country as well as overseas, there are a lot of infrastructure development, housing, buildings, infrastructure, bridges, etc. are coming. So a lot of trained people are required. We also plan to take people from the Northeast, train them in different trades like plumbing, mason, electrician, TV repair, etc., and then we also in contact with some agency which will train these people and also bring the employment avenue of such people. So this is also one activity which you are taking up.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Good luck.